Hello and welcome to another video. It's Friday the 31st of October 2025 and it's Halloween, and I'm in search today again of some beautiful colours on the trees, and you can join me today. We can have a quick look around Bathpool Park. So here we are, Bathpool Park. Got some beautiful colours here, and we've got the Bathpool Country Park sign there. Look, you check that out. That's pretty amazing. So like I say, we're after some really nice winter colours today, so I'm going to start walking here, and you can see there's a lot of colours on the floor there, and there's another sign saying welcome to Bathpool. But look at all these spectacular colours and leaves that we've got on the floor off these amazing trees here. They look wonderful. So like I say, it just looks absolutely fabulous there with all the leaves on the grass. What colour is this now as I walk up past the railway bridge here? Again, all the leaves on the floor, all the trees. They really do look good. It's a real autumn scene here, look you, as we come along here. There's just leaves everywhere on the path, and you can really tell now the weather's changed and we really are in autumn. And yeah, rain's coming on. I haven't got my hat or my umbrella. Luckily today I'm using the Osmo Action 5 camera, so hopefully that'll be okay in the rain. Look at the trees here, how beautiful and how spectacular they look here. And they've got the exercise bike there, looky, as well. That's looking really wonderful as I come up here. So we're up by the absolutely spectacular lake again now. Look at the trees across. There's colour in them, but I do feel a little bit disappointed. I thought there would have been a lot more. And how low's the lake? It is quite low. Let's just have a walk a little bit further down here, and then we'll have to decide which way we're going to go round. Wind's blowing really strong on me now here. I think what we'll do, we will go this way, and you can't see the ski slope from here. Ski slope's right in the middle of the picture there. So yeah, let's go and walk around. Starting me walk around now. It is quite a mild day really, just the wind cooling it down. But I think if it wasn't for the wind, it'd be quite a nice day. Look how beautiful it looks here, looking through the trees at this amazing lake here at Bathpool. It's just spectacular. I can't believe how many people there are today. I keep stopping the camera so I'm not getting them on, but it's nearly all the time I've got to stop. Let's take a look again at all the leaves on the ground here. Wow, look at the trees here. There's two absolutely fabulous trees here that we'll have a look at. Just check them out. They're amazing. And they're right by the water's edge. Look at the colour of the leaves that fell off this one here. Wow, that's incredible. And look how beautiful it looks there, looking at the lake through the growth of the trees. Just take a look for a couple of seconds there before we carry on and, you know, go somewhere else in the park. Amazing. It's absolutely stunning as I walk up here today. Look at that seat. That's fantastic, and you can sit on there and look at the view you've got sitting there. You could chill out there for hours and hours and hours. So we're going to carry on walking up to the top end of the lake here. Look at the tree there, how beautiful that looks. Fabulous time of the year for colour. I don't like it though. I mean, I'd always rather have summer when you've got your light at night. I mean, it's getting dark now before 5. So at night there's no time to do anything anymore. Some amazing colour trees again in front of me here, which we'll have a look at in a second. Well, let's just have a look there. Look at that nest. There's a bird's nest there. And it's looking fabulous across the lake again there. Seen no swans yet. So let's keep going. And like I say, we'll have a look at these beautiful coloured trees here. I think all the wildlife is up the top end here. I don't know whether you can see it, but I can see it on my camera. And it's all hanging out round the top end of the island. Whoa, this is just fabulous. You know, we're so lucky really here in Kidsgrove to have such a beautiful country park as we've got. And it's right on the doorstep for most people. Like I say, let's just check this tree out here. It's incredible, that is. Look at the colours on that. Absolutely amazing. So I'm going to have a look, just going to walk to the lake's edge here down this, well, down one of these paths before we carry on around the park, and just have a look really at the lake. And they've got another amazing seat there, look, you can sit on and just admire a spectacular view. Look at this. This is just outrageous. So I'm going to walk to the edge and we'll have a look at all the wildlife here on the lake. And then we've got the island in front of us there, which looks amazing. The wildlife and the birds and the ducks, they're having a fabulous time here, Licky, today, just sitting, relaxing in the water. We look here now, we're looking over the little lake. Directly in front of me, in the middle of the screen, Kidsgrove Beach at Bathpool Park. And you can't believe if this was in the summer, there'd probably be children and people there on the beach. Incredible. Let's carry on with this awesome autumn walk that we're doing today. This tree in colour there, wow. Green, yellow, looks amazing. So we've reached up to the top now, and we're going to head round to the left. We'll have a closer look at Kidsgrove Beach as we go round, and then we'll come down at the side of the train line. Let's look in there again, all the carpet of leaves on the floor. Looking stunning. So we're virtually now at the beach. The beach is there, look, on the left hand side. We'll stop and have a look at that for you. And doesn't it look nice here? Look at this seat. You can sit there and chill out and watch over Kidsgrove Beach. And somebody's put some flowers on there, look, as well. Incredible. And there you are, we've actually got sand. Let's just have a look for a minute here before we move on. You can see how windy it is with how them bushes and trees are going. So like I say, this is looking directly over the little lake. So we've got the big one which we've walked up, and then we've got the little one here at the side. Incredible. Got there, look, an amazing picnic table. What a place that is to stand and have a picnic. That'll be absolutely fabulous. Going down there, that takes you straight into Chatley. We aren't going to go that way, we're going to go this way and go round the side of the pool, well, the lake. And there you are, there's your lake straight in front of you, and there's somebody there, look, having a picnic. That's utterly fabulous. Look how wet and how flooded the grasslands are there. That just shows you how much rain we've had. Look at this here now for a fabulous spot where I'm standing at the moment. We're just looking from the top of the lake all the way down to the dam at the bottom, and then we're going to walk all the way down this beautiful path here at the side of the train line. And if you look there, look, it does say no swimming. So they don't want you swim here in the lake. Let's start walking down here. I wonder if we'll see any trains as we go down here. So I've come up all the left hand side there, and I've really enjoyed me walk down there. And I'm going to come down here now and, you know, just check it out here. What I'm going to say here, in the summer, it's normally full here of lily pads, but if you have a look, they've all completely gone. And look at all the wildlife again on the lake, looking absolutely fabulous. No trains yet, so hopefully I will catch you a train. The pavement here always holds quite a lot of water, so you do get a lot of water here as you're walking down. And we're coming now to the island again. Be interesting really, get a boat and go on the island and, you know, just check it out, see what's on there. I would imagine there's a lot of wildlife on there, to be honest with you. So look how spectacular it looks here now, standing directly in front of the island, just taking in and absorbing all this absolutely wonderful, wonderful scenery. It's incredible. Another shot there of the island, look, with the trees just growing out of the island and hanging over the water. Beautiful. Let's keep going and keep going down here at the side of the lake, checking out all these different things. That's like a platform there, look, for the fishermen. So the fisherman can go down there, probably pitch his tent or his chair or anything there, throw his rod in and have a wonderful fishing experience. Looks nice across. Like I say, I was hoping there'd be more colours in the trees, but not so. We did do this walk probably about 2 weeks ago. I think it is probably a little bit more colourful today than it was then. But like I say, not as good as I hoped it was going to be today. There we go. We've got the first train. It is coming really, really slow. It looks like a goods train. I don't know what's on that and how long it is. Let's just have a look and check it out as it comes past me here. Wow. Look at this. Incredible. And it's full of like bricks, look you. So when you think every one of them carriages, how much weight is on there, must be absolutely colossal. I wonder what they're going to use all that for. There's tons and tons and tons of it on there. So yeah, there you are. I'm glad I've seen that. That was pretty incredible. And I am hoping to see more trains. Have another look at the lake. Look at them two birds there. They're having a fabulous time. And look how many seagulls there is on the water there in front of me. And then looking right across, look at the colour of them trees. They look beautiful. That's amazing. There's not as many people this side. When I was walking up the other side a minute or two ago, it was absolutely packed. I don't know whether the camera's picking it up like I can actually see, but look at the trees in front of me, all the colours on them. They look amazing. Look at all the birds actually flying about here. Seagulls absolutely everywhere, looky. Check them out. And then I'll just look up again now towards the top end of the lake. That's where I've just actually started walking down from, and I've really enjoyed coming down there. Looking over the lake again. And we're coming up now to the part where it dams it so it can't go into the fields. Let's head down that way and have a look there. What I like here, there's just so many chairs you can sit on. They've got all these lovely seats that you can just sit on here and chill out and just have a look really at this amazing, immense view of Bathpool Park Lake. And it is absolutely incredible. Right in the middle of the screen there, look you can see the amazing ski slope here in Kidsgrove. Check it out there. And we're right up the, well, I call it the bottom end of the lake now, nearest to the car park. And I'm going to walk along the side there and have a look. And then we'll look up the entire length of the lake so you can have a look how actually big it is. And you can see that from where I'm standing here, looky. It's a really, really good way up to the top there. These top seats, they're in memory of people, and that's Tommy Lowe. And he was a boxer. Boxing glove there, look, and there's some plastic flowers. Fabulous, that is. And we're now coming to the bridge where you can go over and actually cross the railway line. I think I might just have a quick wander over there so you can see up the line. Look at the graffiti somebody's done there. Amazing, right by the train line there. And I think there's a train actually coming. Here you are. Check that one out. Don't know where that's going, but at least we've seen another train. So they actually call it, look, Bathpool Reservoir. Check that out. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a wander just over this bit of a bridge, then I'm going to stick the camera up in the air so you can have a look at the train line. There you are, look, check the train line out there. And you can actually see the tunnel, look, you straight in front of me there. Have a look at that. So, yeah, that's pretty amazing, having looked down the railway line. Shame that train wasn't coming as we were doing this video. And then I'll just spin round that way, and that'll give you a spectacular view, look, you from here, of the ski slope. Fabulous. We've got another train coming. That's amazing. I'm so glad we can see that for you again. Again, I don't know where that's going, but incredible, we've seen another train. I'm just absolutely really enjoying this fabulous walk I'm doing today in well, I'll call it Bathpool Reservoir, as it says on there. It's absolutely brilliant. Look now across the football or rugby pitch. I didn't realise how big that was, you know, till I've looked at it today. And look how camouflaged the phone tower looks there. It's amazing. We've got a lifeguard float just there, look, as well. So if anybody's in danger, you can throw that in and hopefully rescue them. I think there's only that one and one up the top end, so we haven't got many. But I'm going to say the water is seriously low still. You normally can't see that concrete wall there. It's normally up to where the trees are, where the bushes are there. So yeah, we probably do need some rain to fill the lake up. So I'm going to head now round the corner and start heading back towards the entrance of the park. So we've had a wonderful walk around the lake. We haven't finished looking at the lake yet. We are going to check it out now from here, and we're going to have a minute just looking directly across the beautiful lake. And look at that thing there, that tells you the depth. It says 22 it's to there. I don't know what that actually means. If anybody can answer me that, tell me in the comments. But I think when I've looked at it before, I have seen it 23 or just over, and you can tell that, look, if you look at the rust. And it sounds like we've got another train. We have. Look at that one. That's like express train, probably going to London or somewhere, or come from London. I'm not too sure there. And there's another one coming the other way. So let's just watch that before we head on. There you are, look. Avanti West Coast. Big trains they are, but they are going quite slow. I suppose it's because they're going to go through Kidsgrove railway station. Wow, so glad I've seen them for you today. So let's head on. I don't know what these are for, no idea. Full of water and soil. Again, if anybody can tell me what them are, drop me a comment and let me know. And then in front of us here, look, we've got the drainage system. So all that is the drain, and it all goes along there. Wind is really getting up now. It's really blowing. You can see there, look, struggling to speak to you how fast the water is moving. And then let's have a look at all these leaves. So loads of leaves have actually dropped in the water, look, and the tide has washed them to there. Fabulous view. so glad, you know, even though it hasn't been what I expected with the trees, I'm so glad I have come and had a look around here today, and, you know, just admired the spectacular scenery. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Even looking, you know, across there at the football and the rugby pitch, looks like that's been recently cut, to be honest with you. So the drainage system there, that must go into all them different shafts and pits and everything. But there's not a lot of water going down there today. I can remember times when it was absolutely tearing down there. But like I say, the lake or the reservoir or whatever you want to call it is quite low. You could just stand here for hours, couldn't you, just looking, you know, and going over here. So I suppose the next videos we'll probably bring you now of Bathpool will be when it's absolutely frozen solid. They are interesting. We have got on the channel some spectacular winter scenes around here where the lake's frozen, all the trees are frozen, and it just looks absolutely wonderful. And hopefully there'll be more of them to come over the next few months as we head into winter. Just shows you there, look how low that is. I have seen it where it's right up to that steel grid and going tanking over the top. So that's it's probably a good 2 foot down to what it normally is. And there you are, there's another sign of it. Look, the spillways absolutely bone dry. It just tells you there briefly, look you what is actually in the lake. So we've got leech, we've got mosquitoes, butterflies, all different kinds of lizards, frogs, pond spiders. There's a lot of things in there, look, as it shows you on there, that we're going to walk under. I don't know whether anybody can remember, but years and years ago it was like a extension of the ski slope, but that has been closed for a really good while. There's the spillway again, look you, and again it just shows you how dry it actually is there. Let's walk under this bridge. I can't remember what year it actually was when the skiers used to go over there. What I've just seen that's interesting, look at this water here that's running here, and the like the iron ore in it there, making all the pavement go brown. Oh look, North Staff's ski club. Just check that out before we move on. I can remember years ago when we were kids, there used to be like a drinks machine in there, and it always used to be the in thing to come here with Grandad, and we went in there and always had a drink. Incredible again there, look. So we've got this beautiful tree with all these absolutely amazing colours. And then just check the leaves out as they fell, and the carpet of leaves on the grass there. What a picture that actually makes. It's beautiful. It's immense, really. So let's keep going and start heading back to the Bathpool entrance where we started off from, the Kidsgrove side. Have a look there, look, we've got CCTV camera on the lamppost. Always a lot of exercise machines along here as well, so them are really good. And we've got some pictures and videos of Sue and Neil when they were over from Australia, and Sue was actually on them. It was Christmas Day actually, that was, when we had a lovely walk around Bathpool after we'd opened all the presents. If I remember, it was a very damp day like it is today, and quite chilly. The colour of these leaves here blowing in the wind on this tree here. And the trees, as I'm walking back this way, look how spectacular they look. There's a lot of colour in them. And we've got another exercise machine, look here. Check that out. And then there's another one directly in front of me. But don't it look fabulous? Look at all the leaves actually on the footpath there as well. Have another look at the football field here and the rugby field, and point the camera up again to where the lake is, where we've just walked from. So there is a speed limit here, 10 miles an hour, so if you're fishermen you can actually come through the gate and very, very carefully drive down here. Then there was a car park up near the top of the lake, and you can park your car there. The carpenter leaves again in the woods there, and look at that beautiful, beautiful tree blowing in the wind, and look at the leaves actually blowing off it and coming past me camera. That's amazing. That's incredible, in fact. So look how many leaves there is there just floating in front of us. And then we're getting now again to another exercise machine there, look at. And then we've got the playground, so we'll just switch the video off while we go past the children's playground. So we're getting up through we've passed the playground now, and we're back into the tree area. Look at the colours there. Just have a quick look there at the wooded area there. Looks absolutely amazing. And just check that out. Incredible. Just checking out here again, this carpet of leaves again, with all these absolutely amazing, spectacular trees and everything that we've got there. And you can see the wind moving and whipping through the trees. How sludgy it is here. It looks like something's actually gone through all this here, like, and cut it all up. But really, really wet, sodden ground there. Looks wonderful again here, because I go through all this area of trees. And we're coming now again to the stone wall of the tunnel for the railway here. Pretty incredible. You actually see where I'm standing here, look at the entrance to the tunnel. That's amazing. This wall stood for years and years and years, and then they've actually put these steel tops on it here, which actually, I suppose, stops kids from standing on the wall right over the tracks. The wall's stunning, absolutely stunning. And we're coming now to the car park. There's the car park, and again the trees, they look wonderful. And, let's just have a final look here before we finish the video. So we're looking over this lawn, and we've got all the carpet of leaves on there again. So I'm going to end the video here today. It's been fabulous taking you round Bathpool Park. So if you have enjoyed this autumn walk please like, please share, and of course please subscribe. And we'll see you soon on the next video. So I'm going to say the vlog is over.